body shots on the mitts. All right, on this video, we're gonna go over 3 different kinds of body shots. Before I get to which body shots and how to do it, just a reminder, guys, subscribe to the channel, like the video, leave any comments below, any body shots you wanna see me how to catch them that are not in this video, leave them in the comments below. All right, now that's out of the way, let's get to it. So the first body shot we're gonna work on today is the jab to the body. Then we're gonna work on the cross to the body, then we're gonna work on the lead hook to the body, so all that's coming up. So the jab to the body first, how do we catch that on the pads? First thing we're gonna do is if I just want the jab to the body with nothing else, I'm gonna, orthodox boxers, I'm gonna use my left mitt, right? So I'm standing in the orthodox stance, left mitt right on the stomach right there, and make sure your mitt's actually touching your stomach. You don't want it right here where it knocks it onto you. So keep your abs nice and tight. Right mitt can be down and away from the body. Hold the pad right there so you've got a clear target, and then just call for the punch. Jab. Good, nice. And then dip into the hips a little bit, jab to the body. Good. You're making fully extend, tiny step on that front foot, jab to the body. Good. Just absorb the impact. Make sure you're concentrating on when they're going to throw the punch so you can brace up for impact. Now, if I want to include the slip, right, I'm going to catch it on the opposite pad so I can use the lead hand for the jab, right? So the jab to the body with the slip would be where I'm throwing the jab up top and they're landing their jab at the same time, but slipping mine, right? So we're throwing punches at the same time, but his lands on the body, mine misses because he slipped it, right? So with this one, I like to do it as a reactive drill. So I'm not necessarily calling for the jab to the body. This way we're training the reactions to slip as the punch comes in. So I'm gonna hold the mitt right here for the target, same concept, keep it flat to the stomach and embrace on impact. But what I want my boxers to do is react to that jab coming in with the slip and the punch at the same time. So he's just gotta kind of watch that lead shoulder. As soon as he sees it start to move, he just goes with that shot to the body. Ready? Good. And you can go off nice and slow. If the reactions aren't trained yet, just go nice and slow and deliberate so they can get the movements down. So we're going slow, there, slow, good. Now with someone a little bit more advanced, we can make it a little bit more live. So we're moving around a little bit. As soon as you see that jab come in, just go. Nice. Good. Good. There's the jab to the body, a couple of variations. If you only want the jab to the body and you're not training that slip and that reaction, I'd recommend lead hand right there, just below the sternum, right on the six-pack. Boom, just below the sternum is the shot we're looking for right there. If you want to train the slip with it, switch pads, and then you've got your lead hand free to coach that jab too. So there's the jab to the body. Moving on, the cross to the body. So what I like to do, a combination that I like to use to land the cross to the body, it's not really a shot you would throw from far out without having set it up because it's very dangerous and it's at long range. So at long range with the arm fully extended, the cross to the body, catching it the same way, right? But since it's the backhand, we're gonna use our backhand to catch the punch. That's not typically a punch you would throw from out of range like that and far out because it takes a lot of range to get there and you're going into a really dangerous zone right there by doing that. So the combination that I like to use to set this up is to use the double jab to push their way into range and get close and also kind of cut off the angle, kind of push in at an angle with that double jab. Then we're in a way better, safer position to throw that 2 to the body. So the right mitt's still going to be there from the start, but the left mitt's going to be up in position with that elbow in. Mittwork fundamentals, keeping that elbow in, shoulder height for the boxer. And what I'm going to encourage him to do to set up that 2 to the body is really push in with his feet. So 2 powerful steps with that double jab. So let's start with the double jab first. So before we get to the body shot real quick, I'm going to take that mitt away and just coach the double jab to make sure that's looking good. So double jab, good. And then just trying to push yourself in a little bit more with your feet, kind of get real close, double. There we go. Now he's really covered that distance and pushed me back, put me on the back foot a little bit. So now I'm comfortable with that he's got the concept of that double jab and he's moving his feet with it. Now we can add that 2 to the body. So double jab up top, push me back, and then throw the right hand to the body. Go. Good. Now what I want to encourage him to do is as he throws that 2 to the body, so just throw it and hold it, you really shift that weight across to the left side so we've got that weight transfer, so it's a real powerful punch. Again, guys, when you're doing this, just make sure that mitt's flat to the stomach, just a reminder on that. You don't want to be holding it away from you like this to create that double impact. So flat to the stomach, embrace on impact. Double jab, 2 to the body. Good, and again. Nice, good, rest. So there's how you can catch the 2 to the body, basic combination you can use to kind of set it up. All right, so the lead hook to the body, probably my favorite punch to catch on the pads. So satisfying for boxers, and it's just a really satisfying punch to catch as well. I'll tell you why in a second. Before I get to this and how to do it, just a quick reminder, subscribe to the channel, like the video, leave a comment below. Any questions you have on any of this stuff, leave them in the comments. I'll get right back to you. Okay, so the lead hook to the body, so left hook to the body for an orthodox boxer. The way I catch it, personal preference again, is with 2 mitts. I see a lot of coaches catch it with 1 mitt. Sometimes I will catch it with 1 mitt if I'm working some defense or an immediate roll off that body shot, or I'm trying to get them to defend this side. I'll catch it on 1 pad, and then I've got this hand free for the defense or for the next punch. But most of the time when I'm catching this, and you probably see this on my Instagram videos, I like to have that mitt behind it because it's a powerful punch and it really allows the boxer to really dig in and really twist and get the power behind the shot because it's really reinforced and it's a solid on impact, right? I'll show you a real cool tip in a second how to really get this punch to pop. But before we get to that, let's just drill it a couple of times. So the left mitt, orthodox catching right here, we're actually catching it on the right mitt. And I'm going to kind of point it at an angle. You see that? It's kind of like a diagonal angle. So I'm not holding it like I would for an uppercut or flat for a hook. It's kind of a diagonal punch, right? We're coming up and into the rib cage on this punch. So diagonal punch like that, but make sure your arm's kind of flat. You don't want to be bending your wrist or like angling it like this. When it's still flat so you can absorb the impact, then this goes right behind it as well. So right there. And I encourage you to keep it close to your body like this, to keep that realistic target, because that's kind of where the punch would be. The closer you can get to that, the better it's going to be, right? So we don't want to be catching it out here where it's pulling the arms away. All right, so getting close, good. And then as he starts to throw the punch, he's going to dip down and get in position for that body shot. And that's when I'm going to reinforce my mitts and then just allow him to punch right into the target. Good, and then as I've explained in some of my Mittwork technique videos, just a little push into the fist a little bit just to create that resistance and timing. Ready? Go. Nice. Go. As soon as that punch lands, I'm pulling the mitts away so it's clear I don't want any more punches. Go. Nice. Now, here's the 1 mitt version. So like I touched on a second ago, if I'm catching it on 1 mitt and I want this for defense, same concepts apply, but just be prepared for that elbow to be up a little bit more so you can get the leverage to kind of push into it a little bit. Your bottom hand or the pad hand that's catching the punch is actually going to do a little bit more work if you're catching it on 1 hand, right? Let's do it on 2 for a second. Watch the bottom mitt, guys. It doesn't really move that much. I'm letting him just kind of sink it in there. It's just a little tiny touch. When you go in one mitt, it's less reinforced and it's still a powerful punch. So we just got to do a little bit more to get the resistance and timing. Go. Good. Nice. Again. Good. I'm just giving it a little bit more than I would if that was behind it. So just a heads up on that if you are going 1 pad. Options on that left side, if you are going 1 pad, we can go with the roll, right? Again, and then roll under, so it just makes that a little quicker. We can go with a counter body shot, so he goes here, right? And then come back with my body shot on that side. We can go with a head shot too, so I can go here and then here, yep. But again, with the 2 pads, you can do that one too, because as soon as that one lands, I can just bring that away nice and quick too. So always recommend the 2 pads unless you really need to work on some realistic defense on that left side. Now, here's for the cool tip. Are you ready for this? So quick tip, if you want that pad to pop, just give me 1. Good, harder. Boom, hear that pop, right? How am I getting that pop? Well, I was encouraging when you're catching it on 2 to keep the mitts together like that. Listen to the sound with the mitts together. It's kind of a dead sound, but it's still solid. Feels okay for you, right? Now, if I just create a little space, as soon as that mitt, boom, boom, it knocks it onto that pad, it gets a real pop. Confidence of your boxer on the body shot goes through the roof. Good, again. Nice, you get that nice loud pop. So there's a little pro tip you can use there. Create a little gap on that, bang, you'll get a real good pop on that. Just make sure you've got solid hands on impact as well, and you're keeping that resistance and timing nice and solid. All right, so quick recap. All right, so the 3 body shots, guys, the jab to the body to start. If you don't want the slip, we can catch it on that lead mitt, right there, keep it flat to the stomach. If we do want the slip, we'll go with the back mitt and throw the jab at the same time. That's the jab to the body. The 2 to the body, right mitt on the stomach right here. We're gonna set it up with a double jab to start, so double jab up top. Good. Encourage your boxer to come forward with that double jab to close the distance. Good. And then just to kind of turn into it, just to keep that impact nice and solid. And then the last one, the lead hook to the body, mitts in position, keep it close to the rib cage, reinforce it with 2 pads. Try and keep that elbow down, everything nice and compact. Little turn of the mitts and a drop. Got a little turn of the body, drop the mitts. And then if you want that real loud pop, just create a little bit of space between the two pads. Nice, good. So there you have it. That's how you catch body shots on the mitts. You can always use a body belt too if you're not feeling comfortable with this yet and it's feeling like a little bit too much impact because your technique isn't down and you don't have that much experience. Get yourself a body belt, boom. They can wail away on that thing. It's really tiring, great workout as well. It just develops accuracy a little bit more if you can catch body shots on the mitts too. And it allows you to build up your combinations with body shots in there as well. If you enjoyed this video, check this video out. 3 common pad work mistakes. Make sure you're not doing those. I also explained to you in that video how to fix them as well. So check that one out. Thanks for watching, guys. See you on the next one.